Oh, yo, what's up? I had no idea. What's up, pups? How's everybody's evening or day? Let's see. Oh, my chat's working again. It's good. What's this bug do? What's up, Viking Beard Brand? What's up, Beard Slayer? Deer Slayer? Thanks, Kaja. It'll be a good stream. Orez, what's up? Good to see you. XRP Cult member. Haven't seen you before. How are you doing? Raid number 42. Why we got the pulse? Let's be prick. I don't know what that means. Kingsway, what's happening? What's up, Brian? Good to see you finally getting the shine. Oh, right on, man. Happy to show you RH bags anytime, anytime. It was a fun week, man. That was crazy. Good evening. Tam, what's happening? Pedro, how you doing? Ricardo, what's up? Sally, hey. Morning from Bali, right on. So we're like really after hours, and we're also the after party, morning party in Bali. Yo Pulse Maniac, Brandon. It's a nice view. Is that real? Is that my balcony? It might be. It might be soon. We might all have balconies like this soon. I'd have a balcony like this out here, but the view's gonna be different. Light it up indoors. I've gotten used to it. What's up, bro? Future's looking bright. Future's bright. Actually, man, you get burned out staring at the screen. You gotta wear something. It's 6 p.m. It's not 6 p.m. where I am. It's after hours where I am. Smoking tobacco. You know it. You know it, Crusher. Not while I'm working, though. You know that, right? Thank you, the bull. Appreciate it. pDAI early. Only because I tune in, I was able to get pDAI early. That's awesome, man. That's what I want to hear, and that's why I started the channel. So cheers to you, X-Blind. I said, I think in my first few videos, I said, I'm going to hunt for the next 10,000X. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to find it. So, I don't know. Maybe you got 1,000X. We'll see. Oh, I got a friend already joining. Hang on. So early at the after party. What's up, brother? How you doing? I don't have a mic for you. I can you want to come to the party? We're hanging out on the porch. And they're lighting up cigars. It's getting smoky. You want to come out? We're just enjoying the rain. I don't have sound for you though. Hey, chat. Mind if I bring a guest? Somebody came over. Somebody get the door. Yeah, it's a little breather. Well, it's a holiday weekend. We're going to go dig into that. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. I'm still very bullish, but, you know, the charts are the king. I look at charts and structure, and if something really breaks, I got to tell you. And then I got to say, you know, I wasn't correct, but I'm still very bullish. So, but we got to dig in. We got to dig in. All right, let me get the front door. Somebody's here, but they're having some sound issues. Maybe they'll come back. Okay. You guys want to look at some charts? Everybody light up whatever they brought to the party. Oh, somebody's back again. All right. Let's see. All right. What's happening, my man? You having trouble there? I don't hear you. But everything looks fine over here. Start to bring this down a little bit. We're going to start looking at some charts here in just a few. Let's maybe, what's this? Pedro, I'm gonna keep an eye on you, okay? If you get that fixed. No, I don't hear you, man. But you can still come in. Why don't I just let you in? And let's see if we can plug you in. And maybe you're working. Where you at?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hang on, let me see. Try to plug you in. There you are. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, we're just gonna start.
You?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're just gonna start.
You can hear me now.
Yeah. Right. We're just gonna look at some charts. Party's just kicking off. Everybody's here now.
All right. Yes. RH is coming. Just 1 second.
RH is on his way too, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's got something. Everyone's got a drink in their hand. Everybody's got something to light up. So let's go. We're gonna start with the king of the week, right? We're just gonna start with pDAI. We just gotta dig in. So yeah, you guys all know probably that video. Bruno, I see you there. I know you were asking about that. We're gonna look at that right now. Everything looks good, making sure. Okay. All right. Well, let's just look at the structure really quick. We'll come back to that. Let's come over here to the 3-day. Let's just see what's happened. Let's take a look at it. Sometimes I just sit back and I look at the structure and I come up with some thoughts about it. Well, that's quite a hyperwave. All right, it is. It's quite a move. It is not sustainable for an extraordinarily long time, even with this amazing narrative we have, but it is crypto and things can go a lot longer than you can expect. You know, the old saying goes, the markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent.
Exactly.
So, how irrational is this going to behave? Well, let's just take a look here. So this has definitely got some sell pressure, which is to be expected. I think any rational trader would be dumping this pretty quick. It depends where a lot of people, bought in during this pump too, right? Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people that accumulated are probably holding because we've already been through a number of ups and downs, which I have with pDAI. I've been in here for quite a while. Mm-hmm. I think Pedro, to you, but you've been building a position for a long time.
Yeah.
The thing is, how many people? If you're a market maker, people are going to chase this. So how much weakness would you allow to come into this? Now, I'm on the daily. We saw here this selling pressure, okay? That's what I'm looking at. And I come over here to the daily and I'm seeing how much translates. Well, you see it here. You see a doji forming. But if you notice here on this chart, which I mentioned as well, you had these before here, which is a reversal candle, but it didn't reverse. The narrative took hold. So now I'm wondering, is this one going to reverse, or is the narrative going to take hold again and we're going to at least come up double top or go just a little further again? I said maybe 5 cents might be a good target.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think 5 cents is a good target. Yeah, definitely 5 cents. Yeah. I was doing some fibs yesterday, and 5 cents looks a great target actually. So I think 5 cents.
Because sure, this is cooked out, which I said, look, in the video, and I said, even to a guy when I made the video a couple of days ago, he also said, look, it's going to pull back. I said, no, we're going to keep going. And today I made the video and I said, look, I know that every metric is maxed out. RSI is cooked out, MACD, you've got a standing tower, but there actually could be some more room to run, and nothing has broken yet. So let's see if anything broke in in our structure. Let's look for that. Okay.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, let's go look. Let's go look a little closer. Let's just draw a line. I'm gonna go down to the 8 hour. Okay. Nope. Not a damn thing is broken yet, really, because little here's and there's. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what we got, and then we'll go to the log chart too. We'll take a look at that. You can start to. I think I'm gonna. Here's the thing. you've got this moving trend, and I don't want to split hairs right now because I feel like people aren't trading it, but I don't know who showed up. But if you do this, and I was looking at this earlier, you could see a little bit of a break below, a weakness there, right? But I'm not sold that it falls apart. That's the thing. You know, I think this candle could fill, so we go to 0.024 cents, and we come around and we pop back in. And I've seen this happen on pTGC before. You want to see where this happens? Let me go to. Do you follow pTGC, Pedro?
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, another very strong chart. And Chad, am I missing you? RSN back to you, better for trading, AK sideways. Yeah, I agree with you, Crusher.
Yeah, it doesn't work with RH pumping the coin. That's true.
I agree with you, Crusher. I just look for confluence. So I'm just looking for other signals that might take me off. I normally wouldn't even have looked. Tia doesn't work with RH pumping the coin. Where was it? There was a lot of these places that I remember pTGC when I was watching it. It would break and then it would pop right back in. I mean, I guess it did it here, right? Yeah. Okay, this might be a good one. Yeah, you can see. Now, you would expect quite a bit of this to backfill, maybe at least a 50% retracement, let's say to here. It didn't go there. Yeah. It didn't. And that's what I was trying to express to people in my video. You see that? That's what I'm looking for right now, okay? And I should have put this in my video that I made today to give people so they see that, look, I understand technicals. It wasn't going to come to here, but at least 50%. It didn't do it. You got maybe above the golden pocket, barely in there. And you can see, let's come back to what I was looking at. You see this? So what I'm thinking is you could get one of those, you use around and pops right back up exactly like you might get here, okay? Yep. And that's my bias right now. Now, you guys know I'm not the market maker. I don't know. There's a book called Fooled by Randomness for Traders. Yeah, a lot of this is just experience. There's no technical way to explain to you that, obviously technically it should come down, blah, blah, blah. I just think you could be dealing with, is this on the 12 hour? Let's just match it up a little bit. I just feel from experience, you might see something like that and it's going to fire back up come Sunday. Because after this holiday weekend, I just think market makers are going to blast this off. What do you think, Pedro? Next week, all markets up. Yeah,
for sure. I think it's too early for a proper pullback, especially because everyone is already calling for one. So it's like no,
100%, 100%. 100%. That would have been a good point to also bring up today, that everybody's praying for the pullback right now.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's coming. Yeah.
It's too
another 100%. At least another 100% before we start. Yeah. But I think we can go even higher, honestly. Yeah.
We could. It could go past 5 cents. So guys, that's my bias. I could be wrong.
Yep.
I just wanted to show you this example on pTGC, how everybody got faked out. This was a major move, and it barely pulled back. Maybe golden pocket touched it and pop. Okay, you didn't get your juicy anything. Okay, I think so. My bias, and I'll put this. Obviously, this is live and recorded. I think we get a little loop-de-loop, fakes everybody out, and pop, and we go up.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, that's life. That's the life of a trader.
Yeah. Crusher is saying that Bitcoin daily cycle low comes from end of December, like early January. I tend to agree. I think the first pop will come at the end of the year, early January. I think we're gonna have a pop. Now,
100%.
But look, what I still don't know, and because everybody is expecting now a double top, right? Everybody is expecting like a pop and then like everything to go back up. But I still think it depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes above 200K, not sure. I'm not sure if we're going back again, to be honest. But let's hope that it stays like at 150 or something like that. That's it.
Yeah. We could touch 140. I think. Who knows? I don't try to think. I just look at the charts.
Sure. That's,
straight to 10 cents. Surprise you all. Urban Productions. Yeah, I think it's possible. It's totally possible. Yeah. And you know what's even possible? That December 8th comes around and somebody even threw around that we just pegged.
I think that's hard. I think that I don't think they're going to be a peg without like massive volatility. There's
Yeah.
absolutely no way.
It's a
It's not
long
linked to the
way.
vault. Because this is not linked to the vault in any way, right? And people
No, no,
like,
it's not yet. Nothing. Yeah.
yeah, like, when I'm saying it's not linked to the vault, I'm saying like even after the vault is activated, it's not linked to the vault, right? Because like people like myself, like you, right? We have pDAI that it's, we bought it for, cents of a cent, basically. So, like there needs to
There,
be massive volatility, right?
there has
That,
to be.
that's what.
There's a lot of people that are going to itch to sell for sure. People, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know a lot. I know a lot that are itching to sell.
You guys
Yeah.
remember this has been narrative's been going on for a year, though it's just kind of caught on now. You have to see people bought back here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is crazy
Yep.
looking chart. This is crazy, and it's just getting started. Look at that.
But
we
it
can
looks
go-
good.
Yeah, let's go look at this the log chart really quick, because also the question comes to, are we going to stay in the channel? And no, I think we pop up and we test above this and we go. Very similar to what this did, where we got above the channel. Wrapped BTC, pulse wrapped
Yes.
BTC. Yeah. Which is a
Man,
very
I should have
beautiful
bought
chart.
so much more of Pulse Bitcoin. I'm so
I-
dumb. It is what it is.
I traded it because it was in this range, and I did pretty well. I like doubled my stack through here. Yeah. It was
Nice.
really trying to stay in the channel. It was very clean. Look at this. Look at these moves, guys.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
so beautiful. I bought here. I sold here. I doubled didn't quite double it, but did pretty good. And then I just been holding. So I was like
Nice.
really, just kind of stayed the course.
But remember, guys, if you're not Saint Wolf, do not trade. You're gonna get wrecked for sure. Most of you, at least. I do trade a little bit, but mostly I get wrecked. So when I do, so that's why I'm just talking from my experience.
It's yeah. I see structure very well, more than
Good, man,
technicals.
good. That's
But-
awesome. That's awesome.
But I think you should try, learn, do little bits. Bruno says, "Hey, thanks for earlier. I'm all in on PDAI right now, about 30. Would you how would you diversify the rest? Just looking for ideas. I'm going to put back in ink, like you mentioned. We can go look at those charts. I think everything is broken out or primed for a breakout in a big way.
What has broken the least? I usually go like that, Bruno. At
Well,
least
on the tickers
myself,
are
right, personally.
incentive.
Incentive, right? That's exactly. Yeah.
So I would look.
Probably,
I would look at that, because that looks like it hit the breakout, and it's just coming back, and it looks like a pennant forming. We'll go look at it right now. Trade large time frames. Yeah, for you guys, like with this, I traded larger time frames, and I think I was just doing like the daily, and I had a small bag, and then I took a trading bag that I increased the size of dramatically, because this was to me an obvious play right here to sell, and I took a big risk, but I didn't feel it was time for it to move yet, and then I came back in down here. Grandpa,
Nice.
sorry to hear
Nice
that.
one, bro.
Let's go look at incentive, and then we'll go.
And game kickers in the basement. Nah, fuck them. I don't like them. Yeah, I don't mind. I can speak freely, right? So yeah, I don't like.
This is
them. I
after
think it's-
hours. Anything
is
goes.
what it is.
We're pretty relaxed right now. This is.
I'm happy that they are here because they make noise and they attract discussion, whatever. But at the end, what they're saying is fucking retarded, and they're just fucking stupid in my opinion. So
Yeah, they're making memes. They're
It
having
is what it
fun,
is.
and it is
Sure.
what it is. So let's
yeah,
go look to.
yeah.
I'll show you a
And the
larger.
Brizology did somebody saying
Somebody
yes?
saying,
Come on,
your
come on,
timing,
baby. Yeah.
Briz, your timing. Are you
Lurking in the dark.
look? So we got this beautiful W, and some of you guys that have been in a lot of these lives, we've been tracking this W, and from our old live streams, you can go back. We've been tracking this inverse head and shoulders playing right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. You guys see the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and look where it is, right at the breakout. I've measured it with multiple ways, and look at that.
Good, man.
It popped out, and it's testing support.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll drop.
and look at that volume profile, bro. It's like it's already coming out of that region. So, after that, there's nothing. It's like butter, bro. Woo!
It's beautiful.
Till
It's
$10
beautiful.
like butter. Oh my god, I got so much ink, man. I love ink.
It's a very beautiful inverse head and shoulders. It's been playing out for a long time. I've been tracking this thing. Okay, let's go look.
Yeah, nice.
And you've got a cup and
Looks fucking
handle.
strong. Yeah, man.
You got a
I love
W, cup
incentive
and
token.
handle.
Man. Ah,
Tell us, while I break this down, Pedro, tell us what you like about saying 3 times and Briz appears. I swear, I think that's exactly what happened. I think that you guys smash those like buttons. Smash those like buttons. Look.
oh
so I'm
man,
gonna go down.
pDAI to 1 before X1.
So
Probably, man. Probably. I would say yes, probably. I'm not messing with pDAI, bro. pDAI is king.
before Hex
Like
$1? Yeah, I think so. I think
no,
so.
no,
Yeah,
not
for
not
sure.
Hex 1, the stable coin that the one that
Oh,
we released.
okay. So we got
it's
the
nice punch.
inverse head and
Yeah.
shoulders. You've got W, and then you've got a cup and handle over here. So we can measure this. We can know our stops just by measuring these, or at least we can gauge something. Okay. Now let's go a little closer. We see it's popped its head above our resistance line,
Nice.
and look what it's doing. It's back testing it perfect, and it's building this beautiful hammer. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous right here. Comes up like this.
How do you invalidate it if it goes
How-
below what?
I would say for me, because I've seen these things get delayed in crypto.
Sure. Yep.
So I think if it goes, I think it would have to drop below here. When you start getting below $1.60, I got problems. You've also got this head and shoulders that didn't play out here, but I'm not gonna. The problem is if you run into here and it bounces, you've got a big issue. But I don't see that happening. Well, we'll have to look at that if we get there. Let's not make problems where we don't have any right now. But see this move here, how it touches down here. You've got this bottom here. You've got this bottom here. It does this bounce up, and it forms this incredible hammer, and it pops up and shoots and makes this pennant. I'm going to show you something really quick. Okay, look at this. Okay, just look closely at it. I'm going to drop the time frame for you guys a little bit, just so you guys see this. So pop right here, this structure, and up. Okay, now if we come over here to
That drop and pop reminds me of the COVID drop, you know.
it's
Nice.
it's this. You see this?
Yeah.
This
Boom.
curve, pop, and then
Oh,
bam.
God.
Okay, and if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
look actually at over here, what is this? Let's come.
WBTC.
Look at this. What do you see here? Pop, little curve, and then that swoop hammer, and you got
There it goes.
that same thing. Okay. That's it. It's stretched out here. Okay. Here's that
Rocket
little curve.
ship.
Bam. And poof.
Get on
So-
board.
And we got another one of these. Okay, like this little hammer here.
My God.
I think
Yeah.
this is breaking out. Okay.
I think it's
got-
going up. Yeah.
And let's look at some targets for it. Okay. Now this was hit perfectly. Okay. This was another inverse head and shoulders within it, right? And with the measured move, look at that. Okay. So it did that perfectly. Now it's going back for the back test, and the next move. Let's just go. Okay. You can see, so you guys can see that retest. Now, I'm going to do this cup and handle, and then I'm going to do the big inverse head and shoulders just to see, give us some targets. Now, obviously, we can pull fibs and all that and get targets too, but I'm not trading in and out of it like that anyway. So that might be our
$5. Yeah.
450.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's see what we get here. So $5. That's the
Yeah.
breakout for this. This might be the 1, 2, 3, 4 wave, and then you'll come down and pop into this one. So that might be one of your stops at 450. And we'll come. So $5. Where does that take us? What does that do for us? It puts us above a big mess of resistance. Yeah, it butts us up right into this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all this muck. So this you'll get a chunky pullback here. So that'll be interesting. But we
What
look
if
for
it
the,
goes? What if it goes straight to 8 or something? That would be
it
lovely.
could. There's no
Yeah.
reason it has to stop there. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
target we're looking at. We're going to look for confluence with other things as we move and see what else we find. But I would say this looks like primed for a breakout. If you guys are looking for something,
And you were asking me why ink, right? Like, I think
yeah.
it's
Tell us why you like
look,
ink, Pedro.
it's yeah, it's your it's the access that you got to the largest APR pools, right? And it's your most risk-free pool, right? Because you,
Mhm.
for example, if you put in PLSX, right, and ink, like for most people, they don't care which one they got, right? They really don't. For them, it's they don't really have a preference. They just want, like, both are gonna pump, right? So they
Wait,
just
wait,
want to
wait.
have that
You don't think
extra,
people care which one they have?
like in the sense that like both are pumping, right? So they want, like, I don't think like for most people it's that difficult to to access that specific pool PLSX X with ink, because
Okay.
you
Okay.
know yeah, like I think from, like, at least it's my understanding, right? It's not really, it's the core token is PLX, right? And then you have the X ecosystem, right? But
Yeah.
apart
Yeah.
from that, you kind of, like, the people who sacrificed for like the PLSX, it was like the people who got late into the party, right? So it's
Mm.
not that they really care. They're not really emotional about that token, right? So I think that token is a gateway to access the farm without risk in their mind, right? Because they have
Okay.
ink, they have PLSX, like it's the same thing, right? They don't. It's just like it's not PLS, right? It's not X. It's not. You see, I think that's probably the one that it's the easiest to access. But and besides that, look, like the logic is even way more simple than that. I think I'm overcomplicating things,
You,
because
it's.
it's
You, I mean,
yeah,
look. I
go.
don't think that's how the average person's thinking about it, though. How do you think the average person's coming right now, and they just want to
That's what I'm
deploy?
saying. I'm overcomplicating. It's basically, I
Overcomplicating,
think,
right?
yeah, like for most people, it's just number is going up, and it's the only way that I have, besides, like, staking pulse, right? But like for
Right.
most, it's too technical, blah blah. They're not going to do it. So like it's the easiest way to have some yield, right? Because in HEX you need to lock, blah blah. With these farms you don't need to lock anything, right? It's like you just provide LP and everybody knows how to do it, or mostly everybody, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I think it's like it's the logical one, right? And because you're getting that yield, right? When, like, it's the logic is so simple as, like, you go into the interface and you see the ROI, right? That ROI, as the price goes up, it's going to increase, and people are going to, like, look at the weekly yield. They're going to do the calculations for the year, and then they're going to like do all the, like, the mistakes, right, that we did
Right.
in the
Right.
past, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
gonna they're gonna assume the fixed price, all that shit that you shouldn't do, right? That when you should be selling, you're like just doing the calculations. I don't need to work anymore because I have this yield that's gonna pay me for all the how it is, right?
Yeah.
So people are basically gonna do that, and like it's with ink, right? That's the token that they're getting. So I think they're gonna create a bond with ink, right? Probably not as strong as they did with HEX, but I think much stronger than they have with PLSX.
What do you,
That's
chat? What do you
that's
guys
my
think? He said people might form a bond with
Yeah, of course.
their ink
That's
token.
that's critical in my
Or
opinion. Yeah.
Chad, who's forming a bond with their incentive
Look
token?
at
Who's farming out there
Breeze loves
actually?
ink, right? Yeah,
Yeah, we said
I'm
Briz.
farming.
We said ink 3 times, and all of a sudden he just popped up. I don't know
Yep.
where he came from. He just showed up. I think who knows who else heard it in like the crypto sphere? They're like, ink? Did I just hear ink somewhere? I'm gonna come over here all of a sudden. Who's farming? Who's farming ink out there,
Who
chat?
isn't farming? Like, I think the question should be like, who isn't farming?
Yeah, I mean, I've been farming
Everybody's
since.
farming. That's my point, right? Like, and as the
He's back.
as the ROI grows, like, you should be taking out the money, right? Like, but
Right, right.
like, people will do the opposite. They'll, like, keep adding because it's more ROI, right? So
Right, right.
that's like it happened the same with Pancake. It happened the same, like, with all, like, the
Yeah.
like with all incentive tokens that actually work, right? That's the game, right? That's the game. And either you create like an incentive for the incentive, or it's just like pump and dump, and then. But that's why I'm saying the bond thing, right? If you create an emotional bond, it's like HEX, right? It dumps 99.9%, but then it picks up the pace again on the next bull run. And
Right,
I
right,
think
right.
ink, ink might work like that. I think it's going to be hated like in the next bear, right?
Right,
Probably even more than what Hex was, because like it's ink, right?
right.
um but again, because it's going to be hated more, it's going to dump harder, and then it's going to pump harder. It's simple, and I think this is a great takeaway for EHEX, right? Because in our
Yeah, but
last convo, I told you that I think
if
EHEX is going to pump harder.
yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah,
We'll go
go
look
on,
at
go on.
that. We'll go
Okay.
look at the hex chart. But
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
if it's so volatile,
Mhm.
why isn't it moving right now? I didn't shut down all my farms. You shut down all your farms, Riz? I pulled my liquidity. Now we're pumping. It's low liquidity. Everyone is welcome. Thank you, Briz. Much appreciated.
I know, but like,
You killed
yeah,
the
but like
chart. Thank you. No.
no, yeah, exactly. But it's because of people like Brits. No, but
Yeah.
like I think he represents a minority. Like we represent a minority. We're talking about the people who are gonna come, right?
Yeah.
We're not here yet, right? So like they don't think like Brits, right? They think like the exact opposite, right?
Oh, hang
Because
on.
they're late to the party.
Juicy drama. Chris says decentralized me. Blocking Somi is such a bad look for pDAI. If someone has genuine concerns and address.
Oh no, what happened?
Why did they block each other, Chris? What happened?
Oh no,
Look,
I thought
man.
everybody was friends again.
Why are people fighting? No, look. This was
I hope
this
they
was an
fight more.
amazing
We
week.
need to fight more again.
Because
Actually,
it draws attention to the chain. The chain lost
exactly,
attention because everybody connected all of a sudden, and then
exactly,
nobody got it.
exactly.
Everybody lost interest. They only liked Pulse Chain when we were all fighting at each other's throats.
Exactly. That's when people like us, right?
Yeah. Well,
But
dude,
I didn't know that
blocking stuff.
decentralized.
I have people that have blocked me. I think Matty Allen still has me blocked. I think a lot of people have me blocked. I'm like
I'm
this.
blocked by Matty, Exologist,
Are you
Johnny
too?
K. I'm blocked
Hey,
by everybody.
cheers. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we're out here
yeah.
on the fringe. You know,
Mhm.
so it happens. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so incentive. I'm here for the tech. Right on, bro. You get more pulse or pulse X. Yeah, is that? Are you guys noticing that? Now, this is something I talked with Sonny about, and Pedro, I'd like to get your thoughts on this too, because if you're holding, like, say, Pulse and Pulse X in the pool, there's impermanent loss, of course, but you're increasing your amount of Pulse and Pulse X. I didn't
depends.
understand why they're going up. I did notice the numbers weren't quite accurate. Like, I've been in there for like a year now.
Look, okay, so the logic is very simple. So the token that goes up, it
Yeah.
is the one that you are selling. So just
mean-
think of it like this, right?
Yeah, but how can the pool increase in my wallet of either token?
Yeah, it's going to increase because you're going to receive a fee. So imagine if you stay there for 1 year. Let's
Yes.
imagine that let's look at it in terms of PLXS price. PLSX. I'm going to say X. You're right, just to make it shorter. So in terms of X price, this means that it went up 100% and then it went down 50% versus PLS, right? So what during this time your amount of tokens in the pool is going to change, right? The amount that you can that it belongs to you, let's say, but that amount is going to change because of the impermanent loss, but it's also going to change because of the fees that it's accumulating, because the pool accumulates
So-
the fees until you take them out.
So you're getting incentive token, and I'm also getting more
Yes.
Pulse and Pulse X.
No, you're not. No, not in the incentive token farms, because it's the V1 farms, right? And the V1 has that problem, that bug. Remember the bug that burns the fees?
So I've definitely lost some Pulse X. Okay, for sure.
Okay.
Should I be worried, or should I reduce that farm?
No. Well, it depends. If you take the LP now, then yes, it's a permanent loss. But as long as you don't take it out, it's impermanent, right? It means that it can change again, and then it might not be a loss anymore.
I don't
But
think it's
for
going
that
to change.
PLS
I think Pulse X could be. I don't know if it gets to parity, but I think Pulse X is gaining. If you look at the Pulse X to Pulse ratio, it's constantly gaining on Pulse.
Sure, and like Sami thinks it's leverage on Pulse, right? It was the whole. Remember when he was saying that he was trading the ratios, right? And then it just blew up, past all the ratios that he got. But that's that's the funny part of crypto, right?
Right,
But
right.
but that's the point, right? If the majority thinks that it will outperform PLS, right? So will it? I don't know. If it will, then you're going to lose PLSX. But you're going to get Dink in return, and it might compensate for your loss, right? It depends on when
You're
you
saying
sell
the
your
incentive
ink.
token could compensate for my loss.
Yes.
Okay, because I've been getting, obviously we're getting incentive for that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a website where you can calculate that basically. But look, like through my personal experience, and I've been doing LP since, I don't know, Uniswap V1, so like forever, right?
Right.
And I think like in most cases, if you don't set the ratios that you want to trade in, and come in and come out, at the end of the day you're going to lose, because unless it's two tokens, like for example Ink and PLSX, that are going to grow more or less the same thing, yes, you're going to lose, because the one that pumps the hardest, you're going to sell it all the
Yeah.
way all the way up. But
Yeah, obviously my pool's been
look,
selling the
but you
Pulse
can think,
X.
yeah, but think of it like the other way around. Like you're actually selling all the way up, right? That's a good thing.
I've been
Right.
selling a little bit all
So-
the way up, but into Pulse. I've been selling it, right?
Yeah, into Pulse,
Zo-
of course. Yeah.
Zombie, there was a lot of back and forth here with this. He said stuff, and I don't want to go into all that right now. But
Oh, but
you
wait,
guys
let
wanna
me
bring
read.
it-
Let me read. Okay,
you can do the beat.
okay. Somebody
I'm
said
curious
this is
about
right.
Zombie Robot. Yeah, that's one way to play it, Zombie. Like just ride pDAI and Pulse wrapped Bitcoin, and then rotate into the assets later. Because those are the ones that look like they're going to get the monster pumps right now for sure. Live fights would be insane. Going, we should all fight. So yeah, look, Somi crushes a lot of data for sure. So he has different insights, right? And
Yep.
we,
But he's not always right. I was
He's
giving
not
you the
always right.
example of the ratio, because of the PLS ratio, because he was kind of certain of the ratio, and then it's just proved that actually it was wrong. But he's okay, right? I'm wrong like
Yeah.
most times, right?
nobody's right all the time,
Yeah.
And he crunches a lot of data and gets it out.
Sami does good, exactly. Sami is awesome.
And he gets
I
out a
really
lot of
like
stuff.
Sami.
I don't know how all this is going to play out in terms of like enough liquidity. The thing is, liquidity is going to go up dramatically, and I think that's the plan. I think the idea is no one's going to cash out right now. So I don't know when you say this is off X-Blind royalties, the whole thing about liquidity and the pDAI pairs for people to cash out. I think there will be more than enough liquidity, but
Okay.
probably not now. For sure, I don't think there's now. And nowhere in crypto is there ever enough liquidity at any given time. Like even right now in Bitcoin, there's no liquidity.
Exactly. Everything is everything is a game of cards, guys. It's like
What's the
real
fraction-
estate, crypto, everything is
Yeah.
fractional reserve.
What's the
Exactly.
fraction of people that could actually sell their BTC at 96K or 97K
Exactly.
right now?
Exactly.
What is it? Does anybody
Exactly.
know?
Exactly.
What is it, 10%? 5
Yeah.
Is it even that? I don't know.
It's something like that, probably less. I don't know, but it's not a lot. Yeah.
We thought that the code would save us. The price would never go down. He draws parallels to peak HEX Euphoria. The code would save us. No code will save you. Markets always win. The market is always right.
Oh, have we talked about PS stake P stake?
Oh, you just gave Pedro a boner.
No. But actually, I'm not sure if it's a boner or because somebody is minting, right?
Taylor, what's up?
Yeah. Somebody is
Malta.
minting that shit, but it's not.
Somebody's
they're
minting
not
it?
minting
Let's
super
go-
hard.
let's-
Yeah.
Should we go look
Yeah.
at it? Let's go look at the chart.
Like if it's super easy. Just open the chart and go to top traders. You'll see it. Somebody's minting that shit, right?
Really? Okay, show us.
Yeah. You need to
Wait,
look
what-
up. Wait,
what am I looking up?
Yeah, maybe go pulse easier just to.
Send me
Just to copy
send me the thing in the chat.
Yeah,
Just send it
wait,
to me.
give me a second. Where is the? I have so many tabs open. Oh my god, it's here. Wait, give me a second.
We drained all our lives for crypto since kindergarten. Everyone remembers playing musical chairs, right?
Okay, it's this one. Let me put
Okay.
here in the chat.
Yeah, smash those like buttons. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Trust me, it's good stuff. We got good stuff here. Our late nights have been missed. we were working really hard for the build up to the video on Wednesday. I'm very tired.
Okay, so if you look at stake teeth and you go to top traders,
You gotta
you'll
send
see
it to
that
me.
the
You didn't
first
send
one.
you gotta send
Yeah.
it to me. Are you gonna send it to me?
I put it in the chat. Sorry, in the YouTube chat. I can send it to you. Sorry, I'll
Oh, you
send
sent
it on
it. You put it
Telegram.
in the YouTube chat. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I sent it on Telegram too. Sorry, bro.
Oh, I'll send it right here.
Force of habit.
What's up, Taylor?
Santo Lobo.
Crypto
É
man,
isso
thanks so
aí.
much. That was a really fun stream. Dude, I didn't get it. Did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it to you, I think. Did I? Did I not? Yeah, I sent it to you, yeah. On Telegram too. You want to ask you want me to send here on the
I'll pull
video
up from
thing?
Telegram. I got it. All right. Oh, I need to go up here.
Yeah, the
All right.
first one works.
All right, what's going on? I had to block people. We were doing the decentralized me stream. So many people were plugging this. I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was a bot army. And it might be the same person who's minting the damn thing right now, probably.
No idea. But if you go to top traders, like you'll just see that there's like A50 address. There's one that's A50 that's basically just
Okay.
minting. Yeah, the first one exactly.
This one?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, they were accumulating. So this is the person who bought all those bots and was bombarding my stream probably on Wednesday.
Yeah. Because if you look at today's, yeah, they were selling hard.
Somebody said he was smoking crack. What? I got look. It did feel like before our stream on Wednesday, he was throwing him under the bus with that video he made. I did tune into a little bit of it. And like he was kind of like throwing up all these suspicions about him and this and that. Now, I've gotten a chat with him off the stream before for quite a
Oh, and
while.
look at the address.
What?
Look at the address.
Which one?
That ends in. Yeah, wait. That ends in 1F. It's a few, like a couple long below. Close that one and see the yeah. Close that maker. On the maker column, just click the X. Yeah, just close that. Yeah,
Close it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, closed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and now go to top traders again.
Okay.
And then a couple rows below, one that
Okay.
yeah, no, wait, yeah, that one that doesn't have below that one below, yeah, that one. Open that one, click on the transactions thing. That one is a very good example. No, on the transactions, on the column transactions, so that it filters the
Oh
transaction
yeah,
by
yeah.
that
To
address.
see the thing.
Yeah, it's fine. Look at that one, like go below and you'll see that it just bought like a little bit, probably to see if it works, and then he minted. Like all of those cells are mints basically.
How come?
I
this
think.
You think?
I could
Why
be
do you
100%
think? Why do you think
wrong,
so?
okay?
Why do you think so?
Because I went to the contract and I saw that like there was an address minting basically. So, but I could be wrong. My analysis could be wrong. Like I could be looking at like a wrong, for example, not the wrong contract, but I could be looking at like like at a timeline that was way in the past, for example, right? Like I don't know.
Okay,
But from my understanding, somebody was minting.
Chime in.
Yep.
Does this make sense to anybody? Does anybody know what Pedro's
Yep.
talking about here? Alexander made it. What video made you sad, man? Why'd you get sad? In a chat with him. How long, Peg? Does anyone influence anyone? Oh yeah. So I was saying I chatted with him for quite a while before we did the video, and he's absolutely a gentleman and absolutely brilliant. He's an extraordinarily intelligent guy. Decentralized me, extraordinarily intelligent. Now everybody's working. You
I
have
like
to
what he's doing
understand-
with the P maker. So very good.
Yeah. Look, the last year, all of us have been putting this together, working around the clock, really hard. I've talked to just so many interesting people, and everybody's figuring this out. So, nobody knows for sure, but he's certainly done a tremendous lot of work, and he's extraordinarily intelligent and quite organized and really nice guy, really cool. But he's done a lot of work. So, people, I'm sure they're checking it to try to find. People try to find flaws, right? And in some ways it's good because we deal with technical things. But I only saw a video that he did that day or day before, and he was being a bit suspicious about him, and that wasn't that cool. So I don't know what else transpired between them.
But what video? What are you talking about? Sorry.
Oh, when they were saying Somi had said something, and I said, oh, he made a video the day before we went on or that morning where he was throwing suspicions about Decentralized Me. And
Oh, really?
yeah, I just tuned in to something because someone sent it to me. They're like, "Oh, you're streaming with him." Well, Somi just made this about him, and I was like,
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, we're still going on live, so it's not going to
Yeah,
stop
sure.
what we're doing."
Yeah,
But
yeah, absolutely.
he's got his opinion. What if I've I can't tell you guys anything. I can't tell you guys anything.
Actually, Breeze said something that made me think a little bit, which is like the address minting is also providing LP. Yeah, I didn't check that, but that could be true. I will check that later.
Okay.
But that made me think because, like, like from my understanding, there's like only one entity that could probably, like, two entities that could probably have access to minting. I think so. Yeah,
Well,
maybe Breeze is right.
so what
Maybe
are you
Breeze
guys
is right.
into
Maybe
this?
it's
Are you guys into
like
this?
what.
Liquid staked ETH? I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's look at the
I
chart.
bought it like super cheap and it pumped a lot, so I'm happy with the pump that's already gotten. But like, what I'm thinking is like probably like the 20 that I'm thinking that could breed like minting
Mm-hmm.
RH of course, and like somebody from like the the Lido Stick team, but I don't think. Hmm, interesting, because because the contract has a proxy and you can interact with it, but like, that's a
Happy
good point,
Thanksgiving,
Chris.
everybody. Liberty or death.
Rizology is a smart dude.
We got to pack up our bags. Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. And
Decentralized music RH marketing department. Yeah, I agree. I agree. What he's doing with PMaker is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Where are you guys seeing
And
these
like
chats?
the
Am I
people
like
who are
not
crying,
getting?
like look, let me just say something. I saw like some people crying, like maybe you shouldn't buy these, like, or buy into this narrative because RH didn't say anything, and it's
Yeah.
like he's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna, like, again, he's not gonna come out and tell us what
No,
to do, right?
he
Like,
can't.
people
He
need to
can't.
realize this shit.
I
He can't,
I
like,
was
and even people, like, he shouldn't do it, right? It's up
I
to us,
was
right?
nervous that we were saying too much, and we talked a little bit about that before we went on, and it is something that has to be done this way to stay a little cryptic. You guys understand that, right? You're competing with banks at this point. Look, man, if this works, he's competing with the Fed. Okay, he's doing what the Fed is doing. And if you think MicroStrategy is able to do what they're doing without the help of BlackRock, you're absolutely nuts. They literally, some deals were made, they've teamed up, and they're able to do these shenanigans they're doing, okay, because they got permission. What he's doing is permissionless. It's brave. It's the epitome of freedom, and but it's certainly not going to be liked by the powers that be. And I hope that a lot of the ecosystem is understanding the purpose of collateralizing the vaults, and that you're creating, like, he's creating his own Fed. I mean, he's able to do anything. He can print. He can send this as high as he wants. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he can just.
There's no limit
yeah.
now. Like, as high as it can go. Like,
No, yeah, like imagine. No, yeah. Like in a way, sure, because he could, like, if pDAI works, he could just, like, add PLS, collateral X, whatever. Like, he has shitloads, right? But again, like, will he? I don't know. Maybe not.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know what he's gonna do. So
Maybe those tokens are not meant for that. Because again, we're making assumptions that we should.
We're making
like,
assumptions.
We're having fucking expectations, like, about somebody.
We're biased because we want our bags to go up, so we just assume
Exactly,
that's what it's for.
Like, we know that, like, wait, there's something that we know.
We don't know what
we
he's
know
gonna
that
do.
we know that he buys his own token. That's the only thing that we know so far.
And he does. He does do stock buybacks.
We also know that we also know that he promotes certain protocols that he likes, which is also fine, right? Expressing his, like, freedom of speech, right? And we also know that he, like, through, like, the addresses that launched Pulse Chain, he interacts with some protocols as well, because that is like, it's empirical. Like, we can prove it, right? So it might not be him. It might be somebody else within, like, Pulse Chain, right? The team. let's say Bertep or whatever.
Okay,
But somebody's doing it, right? So
I want to answer this question for Mark. We'll come right back and continue.
yeah, sure.
Mark says, can you please just recommend a wallet for the front end and hardware wallet? So I use Rabby wallet instead of MetaMask, and it worked well. And I use a Treasure. What about you, Pedro?
I have the internet money that I owe, like with the little money, just like play around. But most is on MetaMask, of course.
Okay. You use hardware wallet, right?
No,
God,
no,
you're
I don't like
Jen. You're complete.
no. I used to, but I don't like it. It was like way too troublesome. I was like,
Nobody
why?
likes it,
No.
man. Yeah, it's a pain in the
Yeah, it's
ass.
pointless. I don't. I use like different laptops. Let's say. I mean, I use a lot of security measures. I'm not going to tell them, right? At least not on a live. I can
No,
tell them
fair
to you
enough. Fair
personally.
enough.
But like, not hardware allowed. That sucks. Yeah, that's terrible. I don't like it
Yeah. No, I mean,
because
look,
it's
they
a
are. They're
device that
pain-
everybody knows.
yeah.
Like imagine if somebody goes into your house, they're
Yeah.
already looking for that shit, right? Unless you have more than one just as decoys, it's like they're looking for that. They're looking for something as specific as that pen, like that treasure, right? Or ledger,
Mhm.
or whatever. Like, I think it's like, yeah, use something else, right? Use a phone, maybe. I don't know. I don't
Dude,
know.
it's tracking my drawing perfectly. It's tracking
Nice.
what I drew. Look at that. How ridiculous is that? So this came down here and I just drew this. I said, we're going to come up. We're going to come down, fake everybody out. This isn't a technical support yet. I just drew it because I just think that's where it's going. And then I think we go up.
Yeah.
So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. That is hilarious.
Quick fake out and let's go. That would be awesome. I would like that. That would be
Yeah.
better
You know,
than
people flip out of me. Somebody made a comment, one of my in the videos. I leave him up. He's like, "Oh, you don't know maths or something like that." And I'm like, "Look, man, I wasn't like 100 on maths, but you know, I can see colors and shapes. Like I'm really amazing at geometry and structure and ratios and different things. Yeah, like I draw. I love drawing on the thing, and look, it's playing out beautifully there. Let's see what it does. Now's the important part. You know, I think we come down, fake everybody out, and go. And this is going to be Sunday. I don't think we break it tonight, Zombie Robot. I think they need this right here. I think they need a little bit of like uncertainty about it. I think we'll see what happens. And this is
Look,
when I
guys,
think we rip again
I
too.
think like if things start just going up, that's not good, right? We don't want that. We want some cooldowns and stuff like so that
And this is going to be
go
good
for
too.
longer, right?
Yeah, this will also be good for all your meters and everything. Everything great. Everything will level out, and it'll shake people out right here
Yeah.
because everyone's going to
Yeah.
think. I mean, look, it can't break like 89. I think for me on my levels, I'd like 89.5. That's like if you break 89, 89.5, we're in a lot of trouble. And I drew this, I think, right to about 89. Yeah. So this is going to put fear on people. So I think it's going to come dance on that for a bit, for a sec. You know, we'll see what happens. I don't know. You know,
Yep.
I'll leave this up. You guys can hold me to it. It's on tape. Till they want centralized piece of crap. What? Raw talking it. What? Good. We haven't said ink. We have to say ink once in a while to keep this guy sane. He's gonna lose it
Exactly.
over there. So yeah, they were talking about that Rand show today with the guy who lives on the islands. Supposedly, he's always wrong. He's that guy that he didn't know anything. He doesn't know anything. What's his name? Yeah, he just lives out there on that island. So Rand had to talk with them. They were talking today about is Trump going to eliminate crypto, you know, all these taxes and all this stuff. And it's a good fairy tale. I don't know. I think RH is going to make his one wallet, Taylor, 100%. He's mentioned it. You're right. He's talked about it, and he seems to do what he talks about.
Mm-hmm.
Good pulse switch tokens would be good to buy.
Will the
for
wallet
people-
have a token? Of course, it will have a token.
Of course.
Yeah.
For people new to Pulse, which tokens would be good to buy?
All of them. Start with pDAI, probably.
Yeah, right now, I think we talked about incentive earlier. I think incentive looks good, primed for a breakout. I would do incentive, but if you want to get in something that could really do mad gains, you're gonna have to go and take risks on things like the P copies like PMaker, pDAI. But there is one that I think is good, and that would be Teddy Bear. I really think Teddy Bear is going to do something special and spectacular. It's moved a little bit, but that could be something. It's a no-brainer. It's fun to follow.
Yep, I agree.
I think it's going to go into the billions. I really do. So maybe just Teddy Bear if you want to keep it simple. But incentive, I think is really strong, and it hasn't really run yet. It's just breaking out. So look at incentive.
Yep.
We went over that HEX potion. Go back in the stream. We didn't come to any results. I made a
inflation
video
definitely helps to pump. Exactly, inflation is awesome, bro. I love inflation.
Hey, Briz, tell us how to hide it. The seed phrases from people inside your home. You guys are gonna learn a lot right now. Briz is gonna spill the beans. Spill it. Chat, you guys better like this video because we're about to spill some alpha. Or Briz is about to spill it. We're going to look at Pulse while you guys line that up. Am I not seeing all these chats?
I haven't looked at Pulse in ages. Oof.
Okay. I just want a cleaner chart. Okay. Yeah, see that? See, we're tracking this. Some of you guys that have been with us, we've been tracking this forever. And this is what we're thinking with incentive, that it's made this very similar shape here. This is just on a higher time frame. Oh, and then you got an even bigger retest almost right there. Okay. Let me see. And you can see, that's my way. Let's see where this is going. Let's see where it's going. Well, first, let's see this. Yeah, okay.
G baby, fuck yeah, G baby. I bought G baby at $1. Nice. I love G baby.
Why didn't you tell me? Where's it at now?
20, I think. I don't know. Something like that.
Bastard. Terry.
Huh?
What kind of friend are you?
Bro, it's like it came out like, and I read about it, and I saw that it. I don't know, man. I literally read about it like 1 hour or two after. It was on the Atropa chat, so I was like just going into the Atropa chat, and somebody was mentioning G Baby, and I was like, what the fuck? Let me check this. I like the name, and it dumped immediately. It was supposed to be like to dump. I think at least that was the goal. I don't know. I don't give a shit anymore. It was like dumped enough. I was like, it's good. I'm gonna buy it now. Boom. But coexistent Steven, he made like he was even smarter because he played that one through Dystopia, I think. So
Did he?
was able to, yeah, because he was providing the LP, I think.
Nice.
So he accumulated like almost for free, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah,
He
very
has-
smart.
Yeah, he's been mastering that stuff, man.
Mhm.
And
He's good. G baby.
you guys
Let's
go follow
fucking go.
Coexistent Steven.
Yes.
You can learn to do these amazing moves. I've probably responsible for a quarter of the views on his channel. I've rewatched a lot of his videos. Trying
Nice.
to learn. Yeah.
But if you want an idea of what it is, it's just you provide LPs with tokens that you create and you pair them with like other shit that
With the
exists or
ones you-
other shit that you create. Blah blah blah.
With the
blah,
ones
and
you want.
Everything.
No.
Yeah, with the ones you want, exactly. Sure. Yeah, the ones you create with the ones you want. So
Okay.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And then as stuff goes up, your token gains value, and you can trade for more of the others, etc.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's
So-
the idea.
I'm really curious when this moves. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth wave is going to take you up here. Okay. And we're gonna kiss. We're gonna. Everyone's gonna get really excited and we'll probably get that juicy pullback. So you'll get a 1, 2, 3 wave down. Probably to here. So you get at least a 50% out of it, maybe more actually. And then we'll fire up and go for that sack price. T-Bizzle, correct. So he didn't say you're smoking crack. He's saying the logic for decentralized me theory is on crack. You think you would be able to make vaults on top of vaults on top of vaults. Well, it's good to know he didn't say Decentralized, because he's definitely not a crack smoker.
Like I can explain where
Is there
the
a
logic
logic to
breaks
it?
because
Okay, tell us the logic. Break it
no,
down.
no, because like it's very simple.
Okay.
Because everybody is going into the same wall, right? Which is it's very simple to explain. The wall
Okay.
is,
But you got to
so
do it
because
slow. Pedro, you got to go slow. You got to go slow.
okay, you
Okay.
know that I can't, bro. You know
I
that I
know.
can't. It's
I know.
it's harder than
Only I can
it's not
understand,
harder,
Pedro.
yes, you understand me. You understand me. Yeah, you're
So,
a true
but everybody
friend.
else, we're going to slow you down to half speed.
Sure, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you can slow down the video later. I'm kidding.
Video to half speed.
No, but it's very simple. So it's
Okay.
like people assume that because he has infinite PLS, right? He
Right.
can just put it in the vault, mint die with die, buy PLS, increase the price, the vault over collateralizes, and then he can just mint more, right?
Okay. So go back. So you said because people assume that he has infinite pulse.
No, when I say infinite, he has
okay.
he's largest holder, right? He's the
He's the
largest
largest
holder.
holder.
So
Okay. So he's it's a massive
exactly.
holding, and
Mm-hmm.
and walk us through that. What you just said. Just assume everyone listening has never heard of a
Sure.
vault. They don't even know anything you're talking about right
Sure.
now. So
Absolutely.
break it down. Okay. So he has this large amount of pulse. Make a number up. What is it?
Yes.
100.
Like billions.
1 trillion.
Yes,
How many?
trillions. I
He
don't
has
know.
one.
I
Okay. He has.
don't know. It's how much is it? I have no idea. I know it's 1 trillion, a little bit more. I don't know.
Okay. Let's say it's 10
It's more.
trillion.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much.
It's not an
I don't
endless
put- I
money
don't-
printer. No, it's not.
No.
It's not. I think people
No,
say that
no,
to make
but
these.
he has,
Okay, so let's say he has
like
10
the largest
trillion.
supply.
Okay, it's 10
Yeah.
trillion. Okay, walk us through. He's got this 10 trillion. Okay.
So
Now
what he can do is basically just
I'm
like
gonna get him. I'm gonna get him down to like a tenth of the speed, chat.
no, it's like you can just put some amount of PLS in the vault, right? In the pDAI vault, right? In the maker
Uh-huh.
vault,
Right.
and he can
puts
mint
it-
the
yeah.
he adds the PLS and he mints the dollar amount in pDAI. Right?
So the vault is just like a bank.
That's-
So he puts it in there.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
a
bank
bank.
goes, "Hey, you've given me this, and in
you
return,
can mint
I'll
up
give
to
you
80%.
100 and yeah, it's
you can
well,
mint
it's
up to 80%, let's say.
80%, right?
Something
Right.
like
So
that.
your collateral has to be 150% of what you take out.
Yeah.
So, and the bank, the vault, gives this person all that.
Money.
The
DAI.
yeah, which is in the form of DAI, pulse
DAI.
DAI. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that is a speculation. And yes, it's not infinite. Obviously, you see Michael Saylor's doing something. He's looping it. Like, he has BlackRock's permission to do that right now. And I think there's something sketchy going on in the background. And we're not,
But wait,
that's
wait,
another
wait,
video.
wait.
But let's just
but
say,
what you're saying is a very good point to explain why
Okay.
it's different things. Okay.
Okay.
I will remember remind me just to go back to Michael Saylor at the end because I might.
Okay.
Because it's
Okay,
important.
okay.
But so when he means let's say it's 80% of the amount that he collateralized, right?
Yes.
The dollar, he means 80% of the US dollar amount of the collateral.
Yes.
Then he goes and buys PLS, right? With that 80%.
Right.
So they
Right.
think it's a loop, right? You can keep doing that loop. It gets reduced, right? But it's still a loop, right? Because you can only meet it, imagine it up to 80%, right? So we keeps minting up to 80%, right? But there's a problem here.
Okay.
There's two problems, but
Okay.
yeah, you ask your question.
Well,
before I go
you
into
don't, you don't actually need to do this loop more than once or twice when you guys understand the size of the collateral. Okay, but continue, right? Like maybe 2 times. That's it.
But look, what you guys need to understand is two things, which is what happens when you. Okay, let me ask the question in another way.
Okay.
How can PLS pump?
How can PLS pump? Okay. Well,
In this
obviously
scenario,
people
in this specific
buying.
scenario, how will
Oh, in
PLS
this
pump?
specific scenario. Okay. In this specific scenario with him. Okay, so he's gone to the bank, which is a vault. You put in the collateral. Okay, which is, let's say this. Well, Briz said 135 trillion.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Pulse. It doesn't matter.
Let's say that just he uses a small percentage. Doesn't matter what it
Okay.
is. Yeah,
Puts it
just,
in.
an amount.
Take out this die. Now, how are you going to pump it? He can't go spot buy it, right?
No, but imagine that he does. Okay,
Let's say he
imagine that
does. Simple.
that, right?
Okay, he just spot buys it. Bam. He makes a
But
purchase.
wait.
Wait.
We need because that's a problem. People just say he swaps for PLS and wait. That
I know
is
it's
a
not that
problem.
simple. Yeah.
No. It is that simple. But when you swap something for something, what does it do?
Well, when you swap, well, it takes out the liquidity of the other thing.
So it swaps the ratio as well, right?
It swaps the ratio. It's going to change the ratio
Mm,
dramatically with that amount.
exactly.
So explain to
That's what I'm
people what we
saying.
just what we just said to each other, because a lot of people are totally new here. What does that mean?
Sure. What this means is basically that it's no longer a stable coin, right? If he does that enough times and he has enough, money to move the liquidity, it means that the ratios between DAI and PLS will change greatly, or great in like in a magnitude that's great enough so that the ratio goes down a lot, right? So die would depeg, basically. That's what I mean, right? So because you would have like an amazing sell pressure, right, in one side, which is Richard Hart selling the die
Well,
for
he's not
PLS.
going to sell in one. It's not going to
No,
be
but it
one.
doesn't like sure it cannot. It doesn't need to be at one go. But my point is, if you just keep adding that sell
Okay.
pressure, right?
That'll destroy
It's
the
not.
peg.
I
That
think
would
like if it's
destabilize.
continues, right? If it
Okay.
continues, it will, of
Okay.
course,
Yeah.
because and unless you have enough buyers for some reason, right? For
Right.
some reason, there's enough
Okay.
buyers, which in this case it wouldn't, because you would be buying PLS and the collateral value would go up, right?
Okay.
You wouldn't be risking a liquidation, right? So
Yeah.
like in this
Look.
scenario,
Look.
there's no way that you could grab those die
You
for
still
cheap at the
look
day.
at
That's
the
what my
end of the
point is, right?
day. At the end
I
of the
don't think
day,
it's
to break down where I think Pedro is going with this, is everything
Mhm.
comes down to supply and demand. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
it's literally elementary business, elementary,
Mhm.
101,
It's
ninth
ratios.
grade
Yeah.
ratios. If at some point, like that's why I said he only needs to do this one time, because at some point, the sell side liquidity is too low. There's just no buyers.
Mhm.
Okay, you need a large supply of buyers. Okay, because it shrinks to a point that's just not sustainable. Okay,
Sure.
but I think that's where Atropa comes into play. I'm not saying that helps this continue on forever, but I think this somehow not washes the ratios, but I think there's something complexity there that they thought of, because we're talking about very basic things, okay? About like you're reducing like there's the buy pressure is dropping as you go up, right? Same thing is happening with Bitcoin. You guys realize they're trying to tell you that there's all these institutions, blah blah blah. Their liquidity is dropping big time, okay, and that's helping the price go up dramatically, and that's only sustainable for so long unless more buyers come. Okay, which is kind of
Sure.
what you're saying, right? You need.
Yeah, because look, there could be lending protocols consuming a lot of DAI, right? And in that case, yeah, there could be a potential, way for him to do that. But again, I think it's a little bit far fetched, and I don't think that he will do that. I think he might do that a little bit, but not in like, it's in such a magnitude that
Z
people are
says
expecting.
die. I think they wrote tie, but I think they meant die. Die sounds like pure cope. Why would you? Why would you think that? Chat. What do you guys feel? Is it pure cope? Are we on some mystical train here? I don't think so. Guys, this is how all governments run. This is how all markets work. I don't know why everyone's shocked that he would be trying to make.
Oh, look, there's an interesting question. Why is the PETH and PLS chart pegged to 1? That's a very good question. Because
Okay.
I'm sure that you went to the chart and you were like, oh, nobody's buying this yet. I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to be smarter than everybody else, right? I did that too. So it's fine. It's because, I think that if you actually think about it, like, PLS is a copy of ETH, right? So I think that's the reason why they, because I think the supply matches. I think, but I could be wrong. But I think that's the reason. Because remember when PLS came out, like one ETH, that like every ETH that you got, it was one PLS, right? Right? I think
What?
when
Oh, you're
Pulse Chain was
talking
copied-
to about him, but
yeah,
when
about
Pulse Chain
the
was
comments.
copied.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah, when
copied.
Pulse Chain was copied, like each ETH that you got was transformed into one Pulse, right? One PLS. So I think.
Z, it's not about guys, this collateralization isn't about, it's not about moving the price. That's not fundamentally what it's about. And
Sure.
it's really important to understand, fundamentally it's about freedom, it's about control, and leverage. Okay. And I don't think the Heartman's he's obsessed with, your keys, your coins, not your keys, not your coins. He's knows that not your currency, not your stable, not your chain. Okay. And there's some truth to that. You're extraordinarily vulnerable. And he's talked about this endlessly in videos. Actually, at the beginning of the video with Decentralize Me, I put together a clip, and all these clips were of the Heartman talking about problems with all these stable coins. Okay. And it was clip after clip and just hitting the point home that you can't have this and turn it on and have any control or any sense of freedom if you're not controlling the blood flow through it. Okay? Pedro, what do you think? Does that make any sense, or am I still way out there in the fringes like I've been all year?
No. I think you are in a good place. Man, again, it's a difficult discussion, right? Because we don't know what RH will do. No idea, right? He could just collateralize the vaults. He could just like ignore it from just put a little bit and ignore like most of it. I don't know. Like I don't think like it's a game of probabilities, and like in terms of probabilities, I will always go back to what has he done. Like I know that he has sold like ETH, for example, or DAI from Ethereum into RH coins. I know that. We all know that. But I've never and I know that he played with the P maker. Like he collateralized a little bit just to test it, right? Does it mean that he will collateralize a lot of the assets that he has? I don't know. I personally don't think that he will. Like in terms of percentage of what he owns, right? He might do it like with 1%, right? But which is a lot. It is a lot, right? We need to understand it's a buttload, right? But like he's not going to do it with like 50% or whatever, right? I think that would be crazy. But I might be wrong.
No, I think the capacity to do that is a byproduct of this. But the main is the fundamental control, and actually gives a lot of freedom to the chain, and nothing will be turned off. That's a big one. And I think it's going to allow maybe sell pressure to be not as bad. But that once again, I come back to market factors of supply and demand on that one. Crypto 7, how you doing?
Welcome.
All right, you're locked in anger. You shouldn't use an image of RH. Oh, okay, it shouldn't be used. All right. Well, that's your opinion, and I guess he has a right to not like your opinion too, right? Yeah, I think that's just an opinion thing, man. Should he use it? I thought it was kind of cool, but I can also see the other side of the argument of some people not liking that. I can understand that too. But once again, it's not. I don't think it's a right or wrong. I think it's more of a personal taste of
exactly personal choice. Yeah.
You're not crazy about it, but he does, and that's okay. You know what it was interesting about it that I realized kind of later is it created a lot of speculation about who he is, which I thought was kind of fun. It added to a mystique and added.
Yeah, he was using a voice changer, right? He was using a voice changer. Yeah.
You really? I don't even know what you guys have been talking about.
Wasn't he using a voice changer? Like, maybe I'm mixing up, but.
I don't think I should say anything. There's so much mystery right now been built that I'm not going to say anything. Yeah.
All right. Mexicans need to be saved. Bro, I agree with you. With that, I agree 100%. They do need to be saved.
Crypto Hardy, what's happening?
It's crazy.
Artie said some really cool stuff, man, and thanks, man. That was really, we worked really hard, and what you said was very cool, man. You said something really cool on Twitter. So thanks, man. It's cool. And I'm glad you were also moved by it, man. As well, I accidentally swapped my pedo to Atropa.
I accidentally swapped my...
What? Is that possible?
I accidentally pressed the button. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw that too. Sticks. Yeah, I mean, 7, you've been making content for a long time. You have a very big channel, and you're developed your opinion and your point of view, and I mean, you just put it out there, and you shouldn't care less. And look, I've been putting out my opinion. I've been attacked mercilessly about my my passion for Atropa and pDAI and what have you, and my fringe content. But I have thick skin too. I just take it and go, you know. And yeah, same thing. I mean, you got to put it out there, and then some people will like it, some people don't, and some people see it one way and another. And I don't. What do you mean, Artie? What do you mean though? Mexicans need to be saved. Oh, we need to find a way to the light.
No, but he is right, man. Like Mexicans need to be saved. Like I agree with you.
Oh, because
like,
they're not paying attention. You mean?
1000%.
Like,
yeah,
how do you
because
mean?
they're
How do you mean?
like no, look, bro. Because like imagine Mexicans were against PRC20s. They were against pDAI. They were like, bros. Well, what the fuck are you doing in Pulsion? Honestly, like, come on. Like like all of these tokens are RH tokens, right? They have the same. Like they have the same weight as X, right? We need to understand that X is also a copy. So what the fuck are we talking about, right? Like we need to support like all the we need to support all the Pulsion copies, I think, because like, and I always go back to this, like RH, I'm sure he wants like all the tokens to be worth more, right? All of them, not HEX, all of them, right? HEX is only one of the tokens. Like, like it happens to be the one that he has the most. That is true, but like there are others, right? Like, and look, guys, I built a stablecoin for X, and I'm promoting other tokens, right? Because I think it's important. It's like we cannot just live in one land, right? You need to visit multiple countries and like socialize. Let's say.
Yeah. I come from business, so I mean I talk to everybody because opportunities lay in different places, and if you only talk to the same people, you never find out about the new real estate, opportunities, or obviously in this situation, the new memes popping out or the new this. You kind of got to go around and greet everybody and say hi. Like you're at a wedding, you got to go meet everybody. What's this person up to? What's that person doing? One thing I've noticed about the really successful people I've met in my life is they've always come up to me and treated me like I was somebody. And then they end up talking, and they'll always ask, like, what are you up to? Are you into real estate? And I get it. They're hunting for, like, maybe this person will drop some alpha, And I go, and I realize, like, oh, that's why the real successful people are where they are. Because they're always curious to find out, hey, what does that person know? What does that person know? What do they know over there? And then you find out, like, oh, this is the next meme, or this is the next narrative, or this is the next that. And it's good. It's just keeping that open mind. And it keeps the party going, right? When everyone's going over and checking in on everybody, and hey, what are you up to over there? What are you up to? Hey, they're working on this Atropa thing, and they're working on this DeFi thing, and they're working over here on this.
I remember like when the Atropa videos came out, I watched them like 10 times, and I couldn't understand half of them. But like, yeah, honestly, I'm honest to God, like the presentations, the math, I was like, what the fuck is this midget talking about? But like in a good way, right? The guy's brilliant, right? But everyone was like making
He's
fun
brilliant.
and like, it's brilliant. But everyone was like saying like all the shit, like like
people were saying too much
like,
negative shit. I remember that, and it wasn't cool. Because even if you don't like the work, the person was working really hard for your chain. They're working hard for Pulse Chain. Maybe what they do works or doesn't work, but dude, I didn't understand what all the attacking on that guy was at all.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
It's probably the same people who gave Pulse Latina money, probably too. Ironically, that's going to be the irony. What do we miss? It was a good point. Some reason he didn't like it. Blessed to break down 9 irons.
But Brizology, yeah. Like he's saying that RH assets will pump the hardest in the end. Yeah, like at the end, I don't know. It could be that could be HEX or PLS or Inc. or it could be one of the copies, right? We don't know. Because the copies are RH tokens too, man. We cannot say that they aren't because he created the copies too, right? All of them.
Mark, I don't think Michael Saylor's coming to Pulse Chain.
Oh man, Michael Saylor,
he's a Bitcoin maxi, but we don't need him. We don't need him, dude. So many people have money. You'll be amazed. The people I've met in this last year, they're not active on Twitter. You wouldn't even know them, but people have money, man, and they love Pulse Chain. There's a lot. He didn't also like me pointing out that you can't have much conviction if you doesn't have either of the X. Huh? Sisters? I didn't understand that. 7. You can't have conviction. Doesn't. I don't follow. Keep going if you want to. Keep going if you want to, Sam. If this is happening, then HEX people went south. They're staked the floor. Grew up with house full of Brits. Well, how do you care what we think? All right, speaking freedom of movement in blockchain with transactions. Next step, December 6th. So, what do you guys think about December 6th, 7th, 8th coming up? What do you guys think? There's a lot of talk about that. This ain't the first Latino I've seen run off with money. That's man, you guys just don't know how to handle Latinas. I'm telling you. You got to get them. If you do it right, they'll melt, bro. If you're doing it wrong, you're gonna feel their spice. If you do it right, they'll melt and they will love you so hard. You have no idea. Yeah. You got to be thick-skinned. Crypto is rough, man. You got to be thick-skinned. I've definitely learned that over this last 9 months I've been making content. I've had to get my skin has had to get very, very thick. Actually, I think just getting on Twitter with my content got my skin thick. Don't talk about my sweet Pulse Latina. She's going to come back to me one day. She's coming back. Are you responsible for this Pulse Latina thing? Because you stick up for her a lot, Briz.
Who? Briz. He's the Pulse Latino. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, there was a video that came out, I think today. I only got to watch half of it, made by a guy named Gibb. Is that correct?
Gibbs.
I watched half of it
about Soto, right?
And I watched half of it on B Roots' stream, it was interesting. But I was just getting juicy and I had to get back to work, so I have to continue. But they were just starting to talk about the Pulse Latina thing.
But man, the Soto thing is like, it's so easy. Like the first couple of tweets, he was like, I came here to save you guys. I was like, what, bro? You came here to save us? Like, come on, this guy is a scammer. It was obvious. Like 2 tweets, boom, 2 tweets, scammer, obviously. Like anybody came in here saying that.
Did you mute Crypto Artie for talking about pDAI? Is that true? Is it because you're American? I don't know where Crypto Artie's from. The Brits are still angry at us. Brazil, she's losing it. In the end of the pegging, peaks and miniatures. Pedro, what were you saying?
I think I forgot. I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah.
Try streaming every day to the bear without muting a few people. You must have been really annoying. You guys are funny. Full chain. Actually, streaming does get dizzying, man. I'll tell you. Like this week has been crazy. Facts. Queens, New York. Okay, so this is a little bit of American Brits. Go ahead. You know, I had a few artists from New York. Yeah, East Coast. My brother used to live in. Actually, I got a friend in Queens. I've been there a lot. My brother used to live there. No, 7. I will not invest in your racehorse. What? pDAI, New Yorker. Represent pDAI. Man, pDAI, what a journey. What a journey. If he does this, if this happens, guys, I mean, you know, something's happening. He has, look, one thing I'll say for sure is no matter what, he has been communicating with us through the blockchain. Nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny that. Unless you really believe, unless you really are convinced that those wallets are not his or connected to him in some way. And what's interesting is, you know, I sometimes just, you know, I'll have a drink and I just think, and I was thinking a lot about what he said because I think about language a lot because I'm a very social person. So I was thinking about, wow, he kept saying things like freedom of speech and expression, and he kept saying freedom of move on the blockchain and freedom of software. And he kept talking about these points that were really interesting, but what was interesting about it was the syntax and the context in which he'd bring them up that made me really constantly ponder about it. And then when it dawned on me that he's been doing these things on chain and they're his wallet, I'm like, oh, he was telling us the hints and then he's communicating through all his movements.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's been talking to us for 2 years straight, man, nonstop. It reminded me of, like, have you guys seen Interstellar?
Yeah.
We're like the idiot who's like about to leave on the rocket and he's in the bedroom and on the other side is the character, but like 100 years in the future, like banging on the wall, like, don't go, you fucking idiot, stay there. And he's like,
don't sell your pDAI, don't sell your pDAI.
Don't sell your pDAI. And he's banging on the fucking wall, right? And then Matthew McConaughey says bye to his daughter, you know, and leaves and like flies off on this retarded mission. And like, I feel like that's us right now. And he's like on the other side of the wall. It's just like, dude, listen, you idiots. Buy the fucking pDAI. So anyway, so that's what I'm imagining in my head. It's Interstellar, and Richard Hart is Michael. Was it Michael McConaughey? Is that his name? McConaughey? No, not Michael. Something McConaughey, right? He's the president of Texas. Matthew McConaughey. That's what it is. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Vane Capital, what's going on? Hey, pDAI pegs getting somehow. Do we need a peg? Proof of work Bitcoin and DAI are going to moon so hard. Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, somebody was asking me about the Michael Saylor thing. It's very simple. Like in Michael Saylor is a different example than Richard Hart because Richard Hart basically doesn't borrow the money, right? Like Michael Saylor literally creates a bond. People buy the bond, so they give him the money for the bond that he creates, right? And he invests the money into Bitcoin. So Richard Hart doesn't create the bond, right? So it's a different thing. Just wanted to clarify that. Why Michael Saylor is a different, how he does it is different than how Richard Hart could do it with Maker. Basically.
Pierce has a great question, and this is true, really. How many X's are we going to get? What are we talking about here? He's on a budget. What does a budget mean? I don't even know. But if you were on a budget, which is going to do the most X's? What are we talking about here? Chat, just give him your top three. Give him your top three. He's on a budget.
Top three what?
Give him top
I'm on a
three,
budget.
man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's on a budget. Just help him
EX.
out. Give him
I'll
the top
buy
three.
EX, definitely. Buy EX. X from Ethereum, the real HEX.
A lot of EX.
Kill me,
A lot of EX fans. Congrats to all the EX maxis who didn't. Yeah.
Man, but actually
else?
EX for sure. I would buy
else?
EX, man. Ink, EX, and pDAI. I don't know. Or Bear. Or all of them. I don't know. What have you got?
Now the shilling's going to be in the diamond holders out there. I say just hold HEX. Let's go look at HEX. I said I would do that. Really quick, because I was over here on Teddy Bear. What do you think? Now, Teddy Bear doesn't have a target. We just know it's going to go high. No. But Teddy Bear, I can expect to follow a little more standard TA, only because people are going to trade it.
Like a meme coin.
It's a meme coin. It's going to move like a meme coin.
No, but like a proper meme coin. Like what I'm saying, you can look into Shiba or Mog or whatever, and exactly.
Yeah. Gentlemen on a budget, I definitely also think looking at a meme like Teddy Bear would be good for you too, man. HEX is good. Hold HEX. EX or pHEX, we'll get into that in a few. I'm going to pull up the charts. Teddy, PTGC, UFO. But Landscraper, then you're going to have him in that one system together. So I say Teddy and then pick one, PTGC or UFO. Let's say PTGC is your choice, and then HEX. Because you got to keep him a little bit diversified. I mean, he's still going to be all in the RH thing, of course. PTGC's been doing good. I usually don't buy too many in one ecosystem, so I've been in PTGC, and I can track it and trade it. And okay, where were we? Okay, Teddy Bear. So, yeah, Teddy Bear is moving up. You've got...
He's the second best.
Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so... You're looking good, man. I think if the market moves up, this is going to move up. Let me just go to a bigger time frame here really quick. Let's see what the weekly looks like on this guy. Well, yeah, a little bit of divergence, but that's normal as you start pushing up. And you can expect in crypto, you can have divergences running for a little while. Like even if this can still push up from here, guys, but it might turn. Oh, let me throw on something else here. Everything's going to be cooked. Every indicator gets fried when it does these. Let me go to the... So... It's a new channel. I think we come down, we catch this and continue. I don't think we're going to settle for very long. What kind of pullback can we expect? Let's look at that. So that's a reverse. Do you guys know how bears bonded in the ecosystem?
pDAI and Atropa, I think.
That's right. It's bonded to pDAI and Atropa in a big way. So I think this doji might play out a little bit. Okay, but you might get what I showed you guys on PTGC, one of these babies. PTGC loves to fake people out, man. I've been trading this since the beginning. It loves to fake everybody out. And I don't know if they got some clever people back there, some clever whales, but it's been fun. It's been a fun chart. I've been in this for a while. It's been fun watching this one move. Yeah, you might get a little bit of break in here, maybe come back a little bit, but I wouldn't worry. I would just hold it. I would just hold this, man. It's a meme, and you got to have conviction in this guy. This is going in the billions. I'm confident about Teddy Bear. For
50 billion minimum, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And 5 or 10 is a no-brainer, you know. Trifecta.
Yeah, 5 or 10 is a no-brainer, absolutely, man. Like
pDAI,
100%.
Inc, HEX. That's a great trifecta. That's great. That's great. pDAI, Inc, and HEX. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, Inc is breaking out. Todd.
Low risk trifecta.
Yeah. We covered Inc heavy earlier in the stream. And how long have we been going? Okay. Let's look at HEX. Let's look at HEX. Yeah, it's breaking out beautifully. We did this earlier. You guys can go check it out.
There it goes. I haven't checked my portfolio in like 30 minutes or so. It's too long.
I haven't checked the portfolio. So Pedro is he specializes in HEX. He might give us some insights here, but this is looking
Specializes. I like
really
that.
nice. You've got, if I were to just come over here. Okay, I'm just going really rough, guys. This is really fast, really rough. Let's measure this out and go to the bottom. See where this is taking us.
Juicy.
And you know what's funny? That's exactly where we need to be. We need to be between 10 and 12 cents. We need to get up there. Okay. And we're looking good. We're looking good. I don't know if you guys have specific questions about it. Price targets. What's your price target? Give them their price target for HEX on P chain here.
That's a good one. I think.
What do you think? I'll come over here to EX.
I think minimum, like absolute minimum, like, and this is like super bearish, is like $1, and I don't think this will happen. I think it's gonna be at least like 5. But I think it will go higher. Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
This is
Look at that.
This is serious, guys. This is a very serious breakout.
Shit.
Yeah, this is boom.
Oh,
this
boy.
is serious. Bull market is going to be amazing, 100%. 100%. This is going to be amazing. That is a move. Okay, that is a serious move. If that's not somebody speaking to us from the other side, that's Matthew McConaughey banging on the wall right now. What? Okay, I'm gonna.
It's waking
pull
up.
this
Yeah,
on
exactly.
a taller. Oh, that's not just. That's like. Oh, that is extraordinarily bullish hammer right there. This is going to continue up, gentlemen. This is on the move. See? Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. It never even nipped my like. Well, that's good. I had a line in the sand. It didn't even touch it, and it's been going up. I haven't touched this chart in a while, and I think. Saint, tell me you're coming Vegas Pulse Chain Tour. I used to live in Vegas. Well, you know, I live out here in Europe, man.
Somewhere in Europe.
How do I get this to work with me? Just shut this from there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so it's done the measured move. And we're looking. Might actually, did I even draw that right? Where was it? What was I looking at here? I didn't even draw it correctly. Never mind. What am I looking at? This is an old. Let me get rid of this. Give me a new line. What is that? That means it's the end. It's really late for me. This is after hours.
Like, yeah.
Half a bottle of wine in. This is how we do it after hours. For you guys that are new, welcome. These are not
exactly.
Yeah, I mean that was still holding. I'll take that.
Let me just grab some water.
It did hit it right. It did hit it. You see it right there. So we got the target, and it's it's forming a hammer to the upside. Where is this going to go? Where are we going with this? How high are we going? Let me pull back here. What do you guys say? I was telling onboarded 55 cent all-time high. No, HEX is going to do great. Target has no top. Well, what's the next stop? Let's look. You've cleared a lot of muck, and this is really, really awesome. Let me just do this. You've cleared a big mess. This is awesome, guys. Really, really awesome. I'm gonna finish the rest of the bottle of wine. This is awesome. Briz, yeah. I mean, it could go 1-to-1. Maybe there's always going to be a ratio that allows people to work with. I paired it with UFO.
Hyper X goes 1-to-1, and it will, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, X will be 1-to-1 with, you know how it goes. It can be brief, right? But it will. I think.
This is going to try to make it above this. This is going to be your toughest battle. We're going to contend with this here in a little bit, all this. And that's going to be fun. But the fact that it just did what it did is pretty impressive. That's an awesome move. I mean, I don't know what liquidity is right now. Oh,
can you
wow.
do me a favor? Yeah, can you
Beautiful.
scroll down on the right chart, on the right side, just to see the liquidity in token terms?
Yeah, let's go.
I just want to see the 30 million. Okay. That's only one in that one pool, right? Yeah. In Pulsion, there's way more, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, we're looking really nice. Everybody enjoy this weekend. A lot to celebrate. It'll probably be a little bit quiet, a little bit, but like I'm saying, these are indications to me that I think that I'm going to stick with my theory until we break some serious support, that we're going to see just a touch of weakness. You may get, just to recap what we went on earlier, you may get one of these little fake out moves on DAI and pulse wrapped Bitcoin. But I think they're going to continue up. I know people are waiting for a real juicy pullback. I think it's coming, and I know I see the dojis, guys. I see everything you guys see, but I think we're going to go up a little bit more. Yeah, look, people were messaging me when Pulse Wrap Bitcoin was like at $800, that the run was done. Okay, and I was like, no, this is going to continue on. I was already getting messages right around here that it's topped, and I was like, no, we're going to push through. And
and look, like from the absolute bottom of X, at least on the chart of on Pulse Chain, it's like 001, right, for the X from Ethereum. So it would be like 1,000x $1. So yeah, that would be very good, I think.
That would be very good.
Like what I can tell you what I think RH wants. He would like another 1,000x. I think that would be like $10. It's possible. Why not?
Yeah. It's very possible. We talked about it, guys. There's a stream I did. If you go to my lives, HEX, pHEX, we went into deep dive for 2 hours on a lot of speculation with Pedro. You guys go follow his channel. Super cool guy. And chat, this was awesome. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that like button and definitely subscribe to the channel. And yeah, can't wait to see you again. Pedro, thanks, man. Good seeing you, buddy. All right. Night, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.